Hey guys, so today I want to talk about the Rex TLC. Now I know I've yapped about it quite a lot, but this thing needs help. Like, recency bias is gone. We can be honest with ourselves about T-Rex TLC. It's mid. Now, the new animations, the new abilities and everything, the new play style, and the new model, everything, all that looks great. But, this is the main issue. That is pretty bad. Like, imagine fighting a group of smaller dinosaurs, and you've got to turn like this to try and catch them. And then you could also do this. But this is awkward. This is weird. Why would you ever want to play like this? Like, why? Why would you ever want to do that? And you could be like, oh, just use the tail attack to keep people off of you. It does knockback and only has 3 seconds on the cooldown. You can't spam this to keep things off of you. I mean, you could, but things are just going to come in when your tail attack is on cooldown. And another thing, sounds still bugged. Like, look at this. I'm spamming bite, and yep, sounds aren't working. Yep. I'll do my grab. Yep. It's all bugged. And you heard it when I was doing the tail attack, too. It's bugged. Some of the vocals are bugged, but it wasn't bugged that time. So, the turning. What should we do about it? Or should we do anything about it? I think we need to. If Rex is going to be viable, we need it to be able to defend itself against things smaller than it. This, backing up against a cliff or a waterway or something like that, and just wall camping or cliff camping and doing this is boring for the people fighting the Rex, and it's boring to play like this. That's so boring. What I recommend is giving it better turning and a juke in the tail slot. Dinochirus has one, T-Rex should too. If Dinochirus and Tyrannotitan get a juke, so should T-Rex. Like, I feel like that should be a no-brainer. Nobody likes the cliff camping thing. Sure, it's smart to put your, like, backside up against, somewhere where people can't get around you, so it's harder for them to get around you. But that is so boring. Why would you ever want to play like that? That is so boring. It's just snooze fest. That's not fun. What is fun is being able to run around after the people attacking you, and then like, oh, they're behind you. Oh, I can turn around really fast and, break their legs. Which, that's the grab, not the crushing bite, but you get what I mean. Like, the turning on this thing sucks. It is so hard, and it just makes PvP super annoying. Like, why can't T-Rex get a juke? Another big problem. Bleed resistance. This thing's bleed resistance is terrible. And bleeders are some of the best dinosaurs in the game. T-Rex's main competition on official rosters is Tyrannotitan. Tyrannotitan is a massive bleeder, and its weakness is bleed, which is ironic. That's interesting. Why is T-Rex's weakness turning in bleed as well? Why? That's so boring. Its weakness should be its speed, which is why it needs to ambush things. And honestly, I think the surprise attack on ambush should be a little bit faster. Because most dinosaurs in the game that you're going to want to go for like easy meals and stuff like that, they're going to be able to easily outrun your surprise attack. Like Allosaurus is faster than your surprise attack. Like, That's not the main issue with it, though. That's a smaller problem. Another main problem is the one thing nobody uses on Rex because it sucks. Grab. Grab has a ridiculous cooldown. It takes forever to do. It takes a ridiculous amount of stamina, and the damage you do to targets when you're chewing on them while you have them in your mouth, it is minuscule amounts of damage. It's barely any damage whatsoever. It's pathetic. It's really pathetic. It's I don't know why they did this to it. They give it these like buffs and these strengths, but then they nerf it into the ground as well. So this thing is only good for taking on apexes. That's it. You try to fight a group of mid tiers, you're gonna get the crap beaten out of you because this thing has nothing to help it fight things smaller than it. So your best bet is to go up against, a rock or a cliff face or something and just fight them off that way because your turning sucks. You don't have anything to help you with your turning. Your bleed resistance is terrible. And base T-Rex bite damage now is 65 damage. So you have to fracture your opponents in order to get a massive damage increase, which also makes it incredibly hard to fight things as a T-Rex. Tyrannotitan does not have this problem because it has bleed, and it's fast, and it's somewhat agile. Rex should also be agile, not as fast as Tyrannotitan, obviously, but it should definitely be able to have fun when fighting things smaller than it. It should be a good, fun fight. Right now, it sucks. It really sucks to fight things your size, not your size, smaller than you. If you're fighting apexes, it is fun, to an extent. Now, I know we probably shouldn't have official dinosaurs balanced against like modded stuff, but I'm only using modded stuff for a comparison because they have good turning. PT Giga and PT Rex have really good turning, which allows them to tail ride Pot Rex a lot easier. I'm not saying you need to balance it, in that way. I'm just saying those apexes are balanced. Those apexes are pretty good. And they have very good turning. Like PT Rex, everybody considers that to be balanced, even though it's kind of boring in comparison to Pot Rex's TLC, because Pot Rex is about a bit more interesting to play. PT Rex has very, very good turning. As it should. T-Rex was known to have the best turning out of any megatheropod. There is no reason that Rex should have terrible turning. Like, there's no possible way for T-Rex to be able to, maneuver around and defend itself against things smaller than it, aside from going up against obstacles. And that's boring. That's really boring. It's been like that for a really long time. Nobody likes that. And think about how fun Rex's bite attacks would be while using Juke. Tyrannotitan can do that. Dinochirus can do that. Why not T-Rex? I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but I have a theory that it's favoritism. Like, the devs don't like T-Rex. Like, oh, sure, they'll give it a TLC and give it some buffs, but since they don't like T-Rex, they're going to give it a bunch of nerfs, too. And they're going to, like, deliberately leave it out of having Juke and these maneuverability-based, abilities. Now, that's likely not the case, and I hope it's not the case. It's just what it comes off as, But that's probably not what it is, and I sure hope it's not. But yeah, Rex needs some help. It really does. I am not alone in these opinions, and I don't think they should be overlooked. Um, Now, am I trying to say that T-Rex should be an unkillable god? Absolutely not. I think what we need to do is most of this is stat changes, but you also could add some abilities. And this is mainly just changes to its kit. Everything else about it, I mean, the sound bug, I'm sure they'll fix that. That's definitely something they'll fix. That's definitely something that they've taken care of with other dinosaurs in the past. They'll definitely handle it with T-Rex at some point. I know they will. It's just not right now. Um, but yeah, increase the damage on normal bite back to 80, but but nerf killing blows so that when you use killing blows and you do the fracture damage to your target, that 80 damage will still stack up to what it does now, but your base bite damage would still be doing a lot of damage to smaller stuff. These buffs would just help your damage go back up to those values. Just readjusting those values so that your base bite damage is doing the heavy lifting except from excuse me, your base bite damage would be doing most of the heavy lifting when it comes to damage, rather than you relying heavily on killing blows and King's Mantle and Terrible Roar. And now I have seen people like DB Rex talk about how Terrible Roar needs a change or something. I don't think it does. It's good for what it is. I think it should just stay the way that it is. It's just killing blows, have the damage increase nerfed, but increase the bite damage back to 80. That's what you guys need to do. That would fix it. And then Clamp. Clamp probably needs a better animation. I'm going to be real. It's like super easy to dodge Clamp. And it barely does anything. It takes a crap ton of stamina. You're not going to kill anything of a decent size with Clamp. You're not. You're just not. It's not going to happen. Because the damage is so minuscule, and they're going to spam what is it? The bucking mechanic, yeah. They're going to sit there and buck, and then squirm, and then they're going to get out of your jaws. And it's just going to be super easy. So what you need to do is, with that extra bite damage increase, decrease the amount of stamina cost on this. That's the easiest thing you could do. Now, I would prefer if you would make it a bit quieter and to where the animation is a bit more snappy and it's easier to land. Like Sarko's Clamp. Sarko's Clamp is awesome. That is how Clamp should be on every dinosaur that has it. Hats and Rex, their clamps are very hard to land. But Rex especially. These other senses are fine as is. I don't really use them anyways. They're not really that fantastic. Killing Blows is the best one. Is there anything else? Tyrant's Presence. This should be a passive. I don't know why this is a hide. This should be a passive. Like, this strong ankles reduce damage to hits on your legs. That's so random. Replace it with Tyrant's Presence. Like, come on. Like, I thought that's what they were going with there, but I don't know why you would have like, oh, the ankle biters can't get you. The T-Rex wouldn't have to worry about ankle biters if it had good turning. So buff the turning. Buff the turning. That's definitely what you need to do. Surprise attack, if you do anything to it, just make it faster. Like, have it make you faster. Tail, keep tail attack as it is, but then also add juke as another option, because Dinochirus has that. And honestly, I think Tyranotitan should also get juke moved to the tail slot. Which might seem a little broken to you, using dash and juke as well, but It can make for some fun PvP where you can use your abilities like that, like kind of like how Pycno can use its charge, and it can like bluff charge at you and go past you, but then it can use juke to turn back around, just go wham and hit you. That's fun. That's really fun to do. So juke on these Apex would be good. And now I don't think every Apex should have juke, just T-Rex, Dino-Kyrus, and Tyrannotitan. They make sense because they need to be able to maneuver well on land. Eotrike, Barsboldia, and Spinosaurus should be left without a juke. They should have good turning and whatever else. Bars TLC, I have no idea what they're gonna do with that. Hopefully, it's very balanced and its kit works well, and they make it correctly sized. Because right now, it's just Shentongosaurus from Wish. It's I just don't like how Bars is right now. Shattering Cry. Nobody really cares about Shattering Cry like this. It's just it takes forever to pop. So I mean, I might use it more when I'm ambushing smaller stuff, but like against things your size and that do a lot of damage, it's just not useful. Rampage, it takes a decent amount of stamina to use, at least from what I've seen, and people are just gonna wait it out. Basically, every other dinosaur aside from like Spinosaurus is faster than you, so they're just gonna run away until this um, runs out. So just Terrible Roar is the best one. I don't think y'all need to change it whatsoever. But yeah, that is how you should fix T-Rex. It needs those changes. And also, it needs better bleed resistance, for the love of God. Buff its bleed resistance back to how it was before the TLC. It didn't need a nerf. It did not need a nerf whatsoever. I don't know why you guys thought that was a great idea. It was not. T-Rex sucks against bleeders now. But the biggest issue is the turning and the maneuverability. And then the bleed problem with the bleed resistance, and then the clamp. And definitely at some point fix the sound design. But yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about. This is a big issue that needs to be addressed. It really does. It seriously does. And most of it just is like basic stat changes that can be like in a hotfix update. And a small update that barely adds anything. Like one that you can just crep out of nowhere. You could just add that stuff in that update. Because it's mainly just stat changes. And tweaks to abilities. That's what most of that is. The only thing that would take a decent bit of effort, like making animations for and whatnot, is putting juke in the tail slot. Other than that, everything else that I've talked about is just editing its stats. That's all y'all need to do. So please, devs, if you are watching this video, which I really hope you are, listen to this. Please, listen to your community. Rex is struggling right now, and it needs these changes. It feels like its TLC is half finished. Like its TLC isn't complete yet. Like right now, you max have 4 abilities. An alternate bite, your bite attack, your tail attack, and your buff call. And that's it. That's all you got. So adding Juke could put another ability in its roster. And it seems like they nerfed the duration of that call. It used to be a little over a minute. Now it's just a minute. Interesting. But yeah, please, y'all, fix this. It seriously needs a fix. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about in this video. I don't want to come across as the guy that complains about everything all the time. Um, I know that's what it seems like, but these are like actual issues with the dinosaur that makes it struggle in combat. And if you play Rex for long enough and fight enough things, you'll know that its turning is terrible, its bleed resistance sucks, the stamina management is pretty bad as well. Like, just all this stuff that I've mentioned. Please, y'all, please. Please fix the T-Rex. Please take the advice that I have in this video. Please. But that's enough yapping for me. Um, I will catch y'all on the flip side. Trying to figure out what video to make next. I am working on a semi-realism video for y'all. I think I'm gonna cancel that PT Rex, Life of a PT Rex video, because I just don't want to play PT Rex. Because there's Pot Rex now. Like I don't think I've ever played PT Rex since Pot Rex got its TLC. I don't think I've played PT Rex once. Because this is so much more interesting. But it needs some work. This thing definitely needs some work. But yeah, that's about it. Uh, Leave a like, subscribe. God bless you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And yeah, that's about it. See you guys.